Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Good evening and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, as we get set for our first broadcast of the 2022-23 athletic season here at Itawamba Community College. I'm Adam Gore, and today's matchup, well, it's going to be a good one for you folks, as it's going to feature your ICC Indians against the number, I believe, 5. I think I've got number 4 on the thing here, but I believe number 5, Pearl River Community College Wildcats. I'm Adam Gore, joined in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth by Kyle Traylor. And we're going to take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And let's start with Pearl River.
Number 1, Maddox Francis, the goalkeeper, who's a sophomore out of Poplarville, Mississippi. Number 2, Brandon Elkins, defender, sophomore out of Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Number 3, Peyton Ladner, defender and sophomore out of Gulfport, Mississippi. Number 6, Julio Gruba, midfielder, sophomore out of Curitiba, Brazil. Number 7, Christopher Dahmer, midfielder and freshman out of Rungsted, Denmark. Number 8, Mo Dallo, forward, sophomore out of Gulfport, Mississippi. Number 10, Andre Nicholson, midfielder and sophomore out of Kingston, Jamaica. Number 11, Alex Emery, forward, sophomore out of Gulfport, Mississippi. Number 18, Duron Myers, defender and sophomore out of Gulfport, Mississippi. Number 19, Luke Hopkins, freshman forward out of Clinton, Mississippi. And 21, Aiden Smith, defender and freshman out of Biloxi, Mississippi.
And that is your starting lineup there for Pearl River. Now let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup for your ICC Indians. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination.
Number 2, J.B. Purvis, starting in midfield. The sophomore is out of Byhalia, Mississippi. Number 6, Aiden Belk, freshman, midfielder, out of Oxford, Mississippi. Number 11, Mario Ishakum.
Yes.
I lost him. Oh, yeah, sorry. Freshman out of Bartlett, Tennessee. Number 13, Reed Connolly, midfielder and defender, freshman out of Tupelo, Mississippi. Number 14, Kyle Morris, defender and midfielder out of Olive Branch. He's a freshman. Number 15, Malte Nicholson. The freshman is a defender out of Rheinbeck, Germany. Number 17, Gage Lashley, midfielder and freshman out of Olive Branch. And number 19, Ethan Scott, defender and freshman out of Olive Branch. Number 24, Owen Anforth, defender and midfielder out of Burnley, England. He's a freshman. Number 25, Ian Thomas, midfielder, freshman out of South Haven. And 99, Christian Mahan, goalkeeper and freshman out of South Haven.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup here for this afternoon, as we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kick here between ICC and Pearl River. Pearl River getting ready for their photo before they start the game, so let's hear
Today
from Coke.
Tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kick here between ICC and the visiting Wildcats of Pearl River. It's going to be a busy weekend of soccer this weekend here at ICC. Pearl River, they'll stay in town. They'll be joined by the women's team as they'll take on Mineral Area on Saturday, and then ICC's men's and women's teams will take on Mineral Area on Sunday. Those Sunday matches will be available right back here on the Red Channel. ICC in the home white kits, and Pearl River in the maroon and black with a little bit of gold mixed in on their kits. ICC will be going right to left on the attack. Pearl River obviously left to right on the attack as well. The Indians with it, both teams kind of just exchanging long kicks here to start the match. And Pearl River's going to take control, send it back, and reset here. Well, Kyle, you take a look at a matchup like today. It's hot. We're luckily in the shade, so conditioning could be a really big factor here. ICC 1-0 in the year. This is actually Pearl River's first match of the season, so that can maybe help to give the Indians a slight edge.
Oh, yeah. Playing soccer, you're most likely when it starts hot like this, you're going to see build up from the back and just slowly passing like they're doing right now in the back. It's just to keep you comfortable, and when you don't have that fitness at the start of the season like you will in towards the middle and end of the season, it's a little bit harder. So maybe just ICC playing already is going to give them that slight advantage over Pearl River.
Well, the Indians nearly intercept that pass forward. Now Pearl River recovers, gets the ball back to midfield, working to the far side of the pitch. Now want to go out on the wing, looking to go on the attack here on the left side. Gets a step, drives inside. The ball's going to be sent out, and that's going to be a corner opportunity coming up here for Pearl River. Nice job defensively by the Indians to get back as Pearl River almost lulled them asleep for a second. And the Indians recovered nicely defensively.
Yep. They did a nice job of dragging that midfield, that ICC midfield, to the right side of this pitch.
So this will be Domer set to take the first corner kick of the afternoon coming up here for either team. Going to put a foot into it, bending it, looking to go backside, not there. The Indians break it up, and a nice job there hustling out by the Indians. That's Thomas trying to weave his way through traffic, and there's going to be a whistle and a bumping foul there on Pearl River.
Something you see is Mario is very sneaky. He's very stealthy, and he can get between those defenders like that. And if he can't get through, he'll always get that foul.
Well, an absolute beautiful day here in Fulton, considering the weather we had earlier in the week. The Lady Indians, they picked up a big win in their first match of the season against Southwest Tennessee. Unfortunately, we were unable to bring that action your way, and if you were in the Fulton area or anywhere near North Mississippi, you understand why, as it came an absolute flood. And speaking of that, we want to extend our thoughts and well wishes to our friends in the south part of the state, as they are getting a lot of rain down there, I guess, in the central and now the southern part of the state as well. Ball being pinballed around, and now Pearl River comes away with it. Out here on the right side, here comes an opportunity for the Wildcats. The Indians come up, they break it up, and a nice job there defensively by the Indians. The ball's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with Pearl River. I believe that was Connerly that helped initiate that break up there, and he had a couple of teammates come in as well to clean things up. And I tell you what, this Pearl River team, man, they're sneaky fast.
Yep, they're moving the ball around very well, and it's leaving a lot of gaps that IC is going to have to address.
So it'll be a throw-in here on the near side of us in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. That one's sent to the middle, being bounced around dangerously. ICC clears it out. Nice job getting the ball back towards midfield and away, because they got deep penetration in the box that time. And there's a beautiful takeaway by the Indians. Now ICC trying to flip it on the other end. But Pearl River was there to return serve, if you will, as a nice slide on one side, reciprocated by another on the other, there by Pearl River. So it'll be ICC ball on the far side of the pitch. Now the Indians with it, a lot of contact. Officials letting them play. Now they're going to try to send that one forward, and really nobody moving with the ball that time after it came off the foot of the Indians. So Pearl River with an easy takeaway. Wildcats with it now, trying to go over the top. Indians ready for it. Well, new playoff situation for soccer this season. We no longer have the North and South divisions. The entire state is the conference, as Pearl River trying to go in on the attack here. ICC squeeze it outside. Pearl River, though, gets it back. Scrum for it on the far side. Now they're going to pop this one up, and the Indians clear it out. Thomas there for ICC. We'll continue the thought on the conference once the attack is kind of cleared out here. And the Indians do get it back now as they try to go back to it. Just a little miscommunication on where the ball was going. Pearl River tries to get it in a hurry, and they do. Now they have the edge. Crosses over, left foot, looking for the backside. Nobody there. Good thought, as I think he was expecting his teammate, Domer, to kind of flash to the backside that time, going for that back post. Nobody there, and ICC will have it now on a goal kick. But to go back to talk about the conference, it's no longer the North and South divisions. So if you want a little bit of trivia, who won the last North Division championship in the state of Mississippi? Well, it'll be your ICC Indians. But this year, the entire state plays each other, and this is a non-conference matchup between ICC and Pearl River. This is a game or a match, if you will, that has quietly grown into a nice rivalry between these two squads. Pearl River's been one that's been always in the constant battle for the South Division championship, and ICC, of course, in the battle for the North Division. They play each other in non-conference play, and they've been some pretty good matches. So one of those rivalries that there's a lot of respect between the two teams, and that's going to be offside call there. Good idea by the Indians. Just got to be a little bit more patient to get that one downfield.
You do see the idea, though. If he would have held his run a little bit longer, that would have been a nice ball for Mario to get on the end of.
So 38-20 to go here until halftime. We are taking the water breaks halfway through each frame here. As now Pearl River is going to reset and survey their attack as they kind of play a game of keep away. The Indians coming up, putting a little bit of pressure on them. Now Pearl River set to go on the attack. Near side, his foot failed him that time as the ball just kind of popped on top of him, but a great job there coming back and taking it back. But we have a foul called. And this was going to go against the Indians in this situation. So it'll be a free kick coming up here for Pearl River. Still no score. As we do want to welcome those that are watching in favor of Pearl River this afternoon. The SID Dylan down there helping us out today, getting some information for today's matchup. Patrick, good buddy of mine, recently had a birthday. I believe he's 52 now. Happy birthday to Patrick. As that ball taken away by the Indians. This one popped up, and now ICC trying to let it settle, squeezing it ahead. Pearl River doing a great job of getting back defensively. You see three Indians, and all of a sudden you look up and see a wave of maroon and black coming through to get back defensively. Now ICC going on the attack on the far side of the pitch. Tries to square up on it. Great defense that time by Pearl River. Didn't allow him to get his hip squared up on a shot on the goal, and they were able to take it away. So the Wildcats with it. They're just going to send this one out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in here for the Indians. Well, Kyle, your thoughts so far here? We're just about 10 minutes into this match, and what are you seeing out of the two teams?
Both of them have two clear game plans, and Pearl River is clearly playing out of the back and finding those passes like I said they might have. Because I assume it's because of the weather and because it's their first game. And ICC is really trying to hit it off on the counterattacks that we saw just a minute ago.
Indians with it now. They squeeze this one ahead, left side. One of the best attacks ICC has had so far here in the first half over the middle. Now they're going to swing it around, try to go opposite side, looking to go one-on-one. Good defense by Pearl River to get it back. Header in the middle is going to be too tall as it's deflected out. ICC, though, able to keep it.
They're really starting to grow into this game we've seen the last few minutes.
Thought about stepping into it. Lane was taken away by the Wildcats, but ICC comes back and steps in front of it there. So now Pearl River's going to reset. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it will belong to Pearl River.
They're really starting to getting their pressure up and just take it to this Pearl River defense. They don't want them to play that ball in the back that much anymore.
So we do have our first substitution of the match. This substitution being brought to you by Cagle Eye Center, and that's going to be number 16 coming into the match here. This is Fisher DeCamp. He is a freshman out of Bay St. Louis. He will check in, and checking out will be Mo Diallo. And again, I want to say this, and I'll say it all season. I apologize in advance for messing up names because I will most definitely do that this season. Breeze picking up here, very welcomed here out of the pitch. Good crowd coming in as seating in the shade a premium this afternoon. As the ball was there for a moment, ICC took it away, but Pearl River got it right back at midfield. That one's going to be deflected out. It will stay with Pearl River. Indians in white, if you're just now joining us. Pearl River, they're in the dark uniforms. And I say that because they're basically maroon and black striped with gold numbers. As that ball taken away and kept alive and then goes out of bounds, and Pearl River will stay with the ball. Talk about some of our other sponsors. We had the Davis Ford pregame show, First American National Bank, no longer known as the Bank of Okolona, it's Bank Okolona. And you've got Davis Ford, the ICC Baptist Student Union, the Wesley Foundation, Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent, Ricky Murphy, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Brandon Poland, your Itawamba County State Farm agent, and as we just mentioned there, Cagle Eye Center, a proud sponsor of ICC soccer here on the ICC Sports Network. Still scoreless as we approach the 33 minutes to go here in the first half. Good idea, but a great defensive play there by Pearl River to take it away, and then ICC hustles to get it back.
Oh, Mario?
A lot of contact, but now here comes a chance for the Indians, and just too tall. Boy, he got what he was looking for there, but just unfortunately couldn't get it on frame as we take a look at the instant replay here. Boy, strong foot, just a little bit too tall. That would have been tough to stop if he could have got that one on frame. Another substitution coming into the match here. This is going to be number 8, Harper Baggett for Pearl River. Checking out is going to be number 19, Luke Hopkins. ICC yet to go to the bench. 0-0 is your score. 32-25 to go here in the first half. Yeah, Mario, he shake him. You know he would love to have that opportunity again there.
He is a goal scorer. He loves scoring goals.
Got the first goal of the season down at East Central. Purvis had a hat trick down there, 3 goals and an assist.
Oh, that should be a foul. Yep.
And there will be a whistle. Dylan texting us in the inset is Diallo. Look at my text again. Yep. So Diallo is Mo's last name. Appreciate Dylan. And says Domer is Dahmer. There we go. Ooh, beautiful technology. That shot going to be off frame there. Indians have 2 opportunities. Pearl River has been able to get some good looks, just haven't been able to put the foot on the ball for a shot. Other than the corner kick, I guess you can consider that one a shot that they had earlier when they tried to go for the header that kind of just got away from them. So loose ball and ends up at the feet of the Indians. Boy, Pearl River tenacious. 4 players quickly surrounding the Indians once they got that loose ball, and they were able to get it right back. But there's the Indians. Leave it out in the middle of the pitch, and Pearl River takes it away. Now Pearl River wants to try to get on the counterattack here on the far side. Now comes back across the middle. The Indians there waiting for it. Pearl River on the attack now, squeezes it ahead. The ball's loose inside the box. Fighting for it, and the Indians somehow come away with it and clear it out.
It's been very scrappy so far.
And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it goes to Pearl River. Well, that's one thing I will give the officials credit for. They are letting them be physical early, but nothing really has gotten out of control yet. So I do like the fact that they're letting them play here early on in the contest. So Pearl River will have the ball now. Trying to squeeze this one ahead, and ICC is going to clear it out back to midfield. 50-50 ball. And it's going to be won there by the Indians. This is Lashley with it. Now he's going to get it back over the middle, trying to go over the top. Good idea. Just a little bit too much foot on it that time as Pearl River swings it back out, and ICC is going to take it over. This is Thomas.
They're really trying to find Mario right here.
That one trying to, again, go to Mario, but a little too tall and couldn't quite save it from going out of bounds.
Nice effort, though. You can't.
Yeah, it's one of those where the coaches tell you, keep doing it, and eventually it'll drop for us. And if you're an ICC fan, you hope to see that. If you're Pearl River, well, you want to see it drop on the other end.
Yep.
As we're scoreless here with just under 30 minutes to go in the first half. As we do have some more substitutions coming in here. This is going to be ICC sending in a couple of substitutions being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. It's going to be number 20, David Sanders, into the match, along with Anthony Jones wearing number 7 for the Indians. So Sanders, he is a freshman. You've got Jones, who is a sophomore. He's from your neck of the woods. The guy we remember from last year has an insane amount of speed.
I grew up playing with Anthony, so I know a lot about him. And he loves scoring.
So Pearl River with it. Again, being patient. I kind of like this attack by Pearl River. One that kind of just surveys the defense, sees what they're going to give you. And then when you have that chance to attack, you attack and you attack hard. That ball broken up. Pearl River's able to keep possession of it. Now they're going to flip-flop sides of the pitch now. Going to send this one ahead, trying to go over the top. Foot race down the pitch. And it's going to be blocked. It stays in bounds. And ICC somehow comes away with that one. Now here comes the Indians. Sanders lost it for a moment, now gets it back. And a smart play there by Smith just to get a foot on it and get it back to his keeper. Because if he tries to make any other type of play on that ball, I think Sanders is in a 1v1 opportunity with the keeper.
He's also another very fast one.
Now, of course, anybody compared to me is very fast, but that's not saying a lot. So Pearl River with it now, and a little pushing and shoving going on there between the players. The officials let them play on as it didn't break up the forward progress of the Wildcats. Now Pearl River with it on the far side of the pitch, looking for somewhere to go. ICC's defense forces them to retreat. There's a little game of catch there. Now they're trying to attack over the middle, fires from distance and just outside. Boy, I tell you what, that was a dangerous shot right there. And a good job, because a lot of times you find your keepers kind of on their heels on a shot that far out. But Mahan was able to come in and deflect that one, and it'll be another corner kick, second corner kick of the day, I believe, here for Pearl River. So now we're starting to see these two offenses kind of getting their rhythm, find a little confidence here. So now it's going to be about taking advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves. Dahmer puts a foot into it, looking to go back post, too strong. I think the wind might have carried that one a little bit, and then Indians just kind of swing and miss on the clear out, and a break there as the ball was just deflected off one of the Pearl River players. More substitutions in the game here for the Indians. You've got Billy Jip coming into the contest, and Christian Holman. I'll say this, Billy, I said your name right this time. I got about halfway through the season last year before he politely came up and said, hey, Mr. Gore, it's actually Jip, not Gip. So I appreciate him doing that. Speaking of that, I do want to welcome all those that are watching on the other side of the pond, if you will, as it's a late night out there. So you're getting some late night soccer action here from the States. We hope you all are doing well. Feel free to hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC to let us know you're watching. Dylan again checking in. Appreciate him letting us know that he said, minus you, Gore, everything is looking and sounding good. So it means you're sounding good there too, Kyle.
I appreciate it.
Lee Adams is on hand. He's taking photos of today's matches. You can find those at ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. There's available for digital downloads available for $1. You say $1? Why? Well, that's the cheapest that we can charge and still be able to have them available on the site. If we could do them cheaper, we would. So now Pearl River with it. They're going to once again just get back and kind of just not necessarily rock the defense to sleep, but trying to see where a few of those holes could be in the defense here for the Indians.
Big thing I've noticed so far is on both of the Indians' corners, they've found a man, been basically wide open. So we'll see if that's something that we look at later and see.
See Tracy Jip watching. As ICC now being a little bit more methodical on their attack, trying to see what Pearl River's going to give them defensively. Squeeze this one ahead to midfield. He just kind of just sneaks past Sanders that time, and Pearl River's going to go back, and they're going to reset their attack. 23 minutes and 45 seconds to go until halftime. Again, they did mention that they would have a water break in each half. This should be one of those where they find an opportunity to kind of get a break in the action and give it a call. This one cleared out. That kick a mile high. Pearl River deflects it forward. Opportunity here, but great job there by Nicholson to step in front of that one and deflect it away. That ball will go out of bounds.
Our big German in the back, Malte. He can hit a free kick too. I've seen it a few times.
Nice.
He's got a very strong leg, as you can see right there.
Yeah, I said that one went a mile high. I was not exaggerating, as that one was a rotation or two away from getting in orbit. Throw in that time, broke it up by the Indians. And ball just bouncing around, eventually finds its way back to Pearl River. Get it to the middle of the pitch. Now they're going to come here near side on the right side, wanting to fire. That one going to go outside off frame, and the keeper will come up and just grab it. Really surprised they're not taking the opportunity to get the water break in here, but maybe it's just the fact that the two teams are playing so well and everybody's just, I guess you could say, in positive motion, I guess. It's been one of those games where it's had a good flow to it. Both teams have been aggressive, but nothing overly aggressive. They've had their opportunities to score, but neither team's been able to punch one home yet. Now here come the Indians, advancing the ball up the pitch on the far side. Pearl River defense forcing them to reset now. Now they want to go back, looking to go over the top. An opportunity here, header, and just wide.
It looks like they'll be taking the water break now.
And that's going to be the opportunity you mentioned there. So there is a timeout on the pitch. No score. We've got 21:52 to go here until halftime. We're going to take the break with them. Hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back out of that water timeout here. Still no score in Fulton. 21:52 to go here until halftime. I'm Adam Gore. Kyle Traylor also here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth, bringing you today's action here on the ICC Sports Network. Raphael Henry up top running camera. And we've also mentioned we've got Lee Adams taking photos. You can see those on ICCimages.com. As we reset here, the breeze continuing to pick up. It's one unique thing about this field, and it's just the way it's built. You've got a lot of trees for those that are watching at home behind us and behind the pitch, if you will. They've cleared out a lot of them for the new practice area that's going up, but it blocks a lot of the wind. So there's not a lot of wind that kind of just rotates through here. So this time they're going to try to go over the top. Pearl River going for the early strike, and a lot of contact, no call there. And ICC trying to just flip it back on the other end, allow them to regroup here. Well, didn't get a whole lot of argument out of the Pearl River officials, or excuse me, Pearl River coaches on that. It's going to be one of those where I guess the player just kind of stops sudden and the momentum of the other one just unintentional. And really and truly at the end of the day, Kyle, all you want is just consistent calling.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's bad, you just want it consistent on both sides. So Pearl River getting set to toss this one in. And that one's going to be just unfortunate there as it kind of carried a little bit further than he was anticipating, and the ball went out of bounds and to go back to the Indians. Pearl River taking away all the options there, and the ball ends up at midfield, and the Wildcats will take it away. Looking to go out wide with it, nobody there. Now ICC has it. Just couldn't get the ball to go with him that time was Kitchens. But ICC eventually recovers on the far side of the pitch, looking to go somewhere with it. The ball's going to go out of bounds into Firewater Creek. Meant to. Actually, you know what? I think that's the first one this season. We might try to keep a tally of that this season, as that one, like it may have rolled under the bridge that's connecting the baseball to soccer area. Of course, ICC under the direction of first-year head coach Carol Vogel. He's assisted by Blake Lashley. I imagine somewhere in the world, Mike Sullivan is watching right now, as this ball's going to be sent ahead out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick coming up here for Pearl River. You've got head coach, I believe, Drew Gallant for Pearl River, assisted by Diego Figueroa and Dylan Pichi. Again, apologies for saying those names wrong. Pearl River with it at midfield, tries to squeeze that one ahead, just a little bit too much foot on it, as ICC should be able to go back and pick this one up with ease, and they will. Going to reset through the keeper here. Pearl River coming up and applying some pressure, and Indians just didn't really have any good communication that time, as you see Mahan coming up and kind of telling this guy what he needs him to do in that situation, and Pearl River gets the turnover and the ball back now, and a little bit of momentum starting to shift their way. So the Wildcats with them here on the near side. Now want to reset. Looking to go backside with it. Ball just a little too tall. Indians find it. Now they clear it out.
Defense has stood very strong today. Not a lot has got through them.
And then that ball taken away. You see Pearl River getting it right back. Almost one of those anything you can do, I can do better situations. As it's just pinballing around. Now Pearl River comes away with it. Tries to squeeze that one ahead, but ICC deflects it away, forcing Pearl River to retreat back to the keeper and reset. That's good defense right there, because Pearl River had an opportunity to get ICC out of position defensively to go on the attack, But one of the Indians sacrificing their body to just kind of get in that passing lane to take it away and force them to reset. Ball out of bounds, and Pearl River with it, and like one of the Pearl River players kind of came up limping after he jumped for the ball, and luckily he's okay. The official was going to give him a chance to kind of check things out. Oh, beautiful give and go action there. Tried to get it, and it's going to be deflected, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Pearl River player, and it'll be ICC ball. Well, I tell you what, that was just a beautiful attack there for Pearl River. Just unfortunate. That's one of those 6 games into the season, it's a goal every time.
That was good. We can't discredit the defense, so.
Yep.
Monte got back and really stood his ground.
So it'll be a throw in here for the Indians. Got to be careful with this one. It's Pearl River's defense crowding around right now. ICC trying to get it outside, but eventually gets it away, but Pearl River will take it back. To the middle they go with it, looking to go to the far side. This one's sent far, but Pearl River able to keep possession of it. The Indians, oh, beautiful job taking that one away. Going to clear it out and allow the defense to reset. Looking to go back post. Got a man there. Goes for the header. No! That one just goes wide. It's kept alive, but no, they're going to say it's out of bounds. Ooh, big time break there for the Indians.
That was a scare right there.
Beautiful scoring opportunity for Pearl River.
Beautiful 1-2. Just a little bit. Oh!
Well, in all my years here broadcasting matches, that's the first time we've had one come up here in the broadcast booth. Kyle, I appreciate you trying to block that one down for me.
I was going to let you get hit.
Well, it did. It came off the the ladder and hit me in the back of the head.
It's not full force.
Yeah. My mom would tell you I'm hard-headed. So now here comes Pearl River on the attack on the other end. Oh, the Indians grabbing on the backside there. Didn't get the call, or didn't get called with it, I should say. So a break for the Indians. Now ICC trying to squeeze it forward, but just too many numbers. Sanders 1-on-4 that time, and Pearl River easily takes that one away. Yeah, I tell you, I'd much rather that ball hit me than this equipment.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot more expensive.
And,
hit the
Pearl
post.
River gets it off the post. Now they try to fire inside his block.
Wow.
Beautiful job there by Mahan to get back and get that block. Now they're trying to go back post again, looking for the header. Too tall. Boy, I tell you what, that might be something we're going to have to look back on and mark as a possible play of the game, because I tell you what, Kyle, that was a for sure goal that came off the post. If not for Mahan's hustling to get back, that's an easier goal off the rebound. So more substitutions coming in the match here. This is going to be for ICC. Coming into the game is going to be Purvis wearing number 2. Number 11 is Ishakum. And 17 is Lashley, all re-entering the contest here for the Indians. Also, the Wildcats going to get a substitution in this opportunity as well. Ethan Bowles coming into the match. Still no score, but Pearl River's knocked on the door a couple of times. ICC has been able to kind of dodge those threats. Indians need to get the ball back on their side of the pitch and get a little bit of time of possession on their side, as Pearl River has controlled it since that heat break.
It's a very dangerous thing in soccer. You can't let them have too many chances, because eventually they're going to score.
So Pearl River clears that one back to the keeper. Allows them to reset here. Now Pearl River with it had a slight advantage for a second. The ball just didn't necessarily want to go with him. Now he wants to fire from distance. Too strong, too wide. One of those, if you're Pearl River, you kind of maybe want to take an extra touch. Let that one settle down a little bit. But you've gotten close on a couple of attempts. Why not try to make it dangerous? Indians dodge another bullet. Coming up on 13 minutes to play until halftime. Still no score between ICC and number 5, Pearl River. As the Indians try to squeeze that one ahead. Nice job taking it away by the Wildcats. Ball coming towards midfield. Squeezes that one forward. ICC there to take it away. And will it get past the rocks? Yes.
It's another tally.
Another tally on the mark there. I think it's one of those where it's hot. Could he have stopped it before it got in the water out there? Probably so. But he also knew, you know what, this could probably buy us all the extra 20 seconds to catch our breath.
They are taking it very slow.
Yes.
Looks like we'll be making 2 more changes soon, too.
So the Indians with the ball. This been on the Pearl River side of the pitch for quite a while now. ICC advances it to midfield. Now wanting to go over the middle. Broken up there by Pearl River. It's going to be a foot race to it on the outside. ICC is able to chase it down. Now they're going to send it back to midfield. And that one sent ahead. Nobody there for ICC. Not a good possession for the Indians. And you talked about it, Kyle. It's one of those situations where, you know, eventually you knock on the door enough times, somebody's going to answer. But for the Indians right now, they just haven't had that many opportunities. Oh, nice job letting the ball kind of just carry through that time. Tough defense by the Indians as that one's going to be sent out of bounds, and it will stay with Pearl River.
They trapped him there very well that time. Both of them came along and just didn't give him a pass. That's the best thing they could have done in that situation.
So again, you're starting to see both teams kind of take their time as we do get some substitutions coming in here for both teams, but being a little bit more methodical late here in the first half, and even 11 minutes to go until halftime. So Pearl River getting set to throw this one in. Looking to go for the attack, and it was cleared out there. New substitution in the game for ICC. That's Franco into the match here. Again, when you look across the way, you might see this empty set of bleachers. Well, it's not because fans aren't here. It's because the shade's not covering it, as it is a warm afternoon here in Fulton. Wildcats with it, just can't really figure out what to do. And Franco gets big, gets physical, takes it away, but the ball's going to stay with the Wildcats.
He's a big guy. He stays in the gym.
Actually, they're going to call a foul here on Pearl River, so it'll be Indians' ball. Yeah, you can tell when he came out there, he's a little bit more bulked up than your average soccer player. So the Indians send this one forward. Just had a little bit too much of a break on that one as it goes out of bounds and back to Pearl River.
You can definitely tell they're starting to get a little tired.
Yep. Starting to see, especially these Pearl River players, of course, dark uniforms aren't helping much, but you starting to see them kind of just gasp for a little bit of breath and raise their jerseys up when they have an opportunity to try to get a little bit of a breeze. So now the Wildcats will have it. Throw this one ahead, and that one just couldn't quite find the foot on it there, and
call it out.
Call it out, so to go to a goal kick here for the Indians. ICC's got to find something. It's not that they haven't played bad. The defense have been good. They just haven't had the ball on their side of the pitch that often here. Now the Indians try to squeeze that one ahead. Pearl River takes it away. And wisely, Pearl River, as they've done all game, staying with their game plan, sending it back and resetting through the keeper when they don't have an opportunity to turn around and go on the counter right away. So now once again resetting through the keeper. I will say this, talking about Pearl River's jerseys, their numbers are incredibly easy to see off the backside. Don't always get some of those on those dark color jerseys.
That yellowish gold color really pops out.
Yep. or excuse me, my friend Robbie Donahoe is probably having a fit right now if he's watching, saying, Gore, they're not jerseys, they're kits. And now here comes Pearl River with another opportunity here, but ICC again able to get there. And I tell you what, you talked about it. ICC's defense has been outstanding here in the first half.
Yeah, they're tall and strong, and they're not afraid to bump into you. They'll hit you if they have to.
So the ball will drift away, take a moment to get it. Tell you what, if I'm a player right now, if I got to chase the ball down in the shade, I am most definitely taking my time to get that one.
Right now, they're the only people in the sun, so.
Yep. And so it'll be a throw-in again here for Pearl River. Still scoreless in the first half between ICC and the number 5 Wildcats. Send it back across the middle. Shot, and it's going to be too tall.
Midfield really fell asleep right there.
So you heard Coach Vogel coming up and said we can't allow that to happen, especially against a good team like Pearl River, because they make you pay on those 9 times out of 10.
Indians have been really, really lucky that they haven't scored yet. They might do with being their first game of the season.
So the Indians with it, looking to go on the attack, going to the backside. Pearl River takes it away. Jip finds it over the middle, breaks it away from one defender. Oh, good help defense there by Pearl River. As it looks like Billy was getting ready to put a strong boot into that one.
Nice touch.
Franco's able to battle that one away, looking for some help. Finds it back now towards midfield. One of the longest possessions in quite a while here for the Indians on the offensive side of the pitch. No score, 6:20 to go here until halftime. Pearl River extending the defense now, trying to force a turnover, and they do. Substitutions coming in here for Pearl River. It's going to be Hopkins wearing number 19, number 9, Baggett, and number 7 is Dahmer, all back into the contest here for Pearl River. Well, I feel like we're going to see a lot of guys playing today for both teams, especially as hot and as humid as it's been this week and today. Of course, when you get the rain we got and then that steam coming up off the field as well, just doesn't make for a pleasant playing surface, but we're in the shade, so we're good.
We don't have anything to complain about.
Exactly. So Pearl River getting set to throw this one in. Far side of the pitch. ICC coming up and applying a little bit of pressure here. That ball is going to be deflected into the air. Pearl River going to step underneath it.
It's really ping-ponging around right now. It's hitting there.
And ICC eventually lets it settle, and they get it, and they're going to reset it through Mahan. He sends this one forward, and unfortunately for Franco, he is not 8 foot tall, as that one goes out of bounds and back to Pearl River. Remind you, stay tuned at halftime. We'll take a look back at one of the ICC All-American marching band performances from previous football seasons, as I have a little bit of a push in the back there, stop the action. It's 4.5 to go here until halftime. Still no score. If you're ICC, you're happy about that. If you're Pearl River, not so much, because they had 2 golden opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net. ICC, they had some opportunities early, but nothing that's been just too overly dangerous. So Jip getting set to charge into this one.
It's a nice ball in there. Ooh.
Smart play. That's really the only play by the keeper there to come up and grab the ball. We do have a player down on the pitch, and we'll have a stoppage in action. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back out of the timeout. Doesn't look like a serious injury there. May have just took an inadvertent elbow whenever the keeper went up to get the ball that time. So the ICC player can't really get a number on him.
That's Nicholson, 15.
Okay, so he's walking off on his own power. They bring the golf cart over there. He waves them off, says, I'm good. So it'll be a kick coming up here for the keeper of Pearl River, number 5 team in the country. Actually, he's just going to roll this one out. ICC trying to come up, put some pressure on the ball. And this one broke it up. Now here come the Indians. Nice touch forward, and just couldn't get enough foot on that one. Well, I tell you what, Kyle, if he could have got just maybe a toe or two more on that one, could have made that one dangerous. Great stretch there by Mario just to try to get that one on frame.
Their defense has also not been showing many options for ICC so far.
Franco steps in front of that one to take away the angle of the attack. Pearl River does keep possession. And this one's going to be sent wide. Foot race for it. Pearl River's going to keep it now. Looking to go on the cross, and it's going to be cleared out there by the Indians. Pearl River wanted a handball that time, and I think ICC wanted the same earlier on Pearl River. The officials, handball, it all depends on what set of officials you got. Some of them are going to call it to the letter, no matter if it's intentional or unintentional. Others are just going to let it play sometimes unless you intentionally do it.
The handball rule seems to change every single year.
Yes.
Like you said, it really depends on the ref now.
Yep. And it's one of those that goes back to, you know, hey, as long as they call it that way for me and they call it that way for you, that's all that matters. And second time in our first broadcast of the year, as I said, been in ICC 12 years now and haven't had a ball come through the broadcast area. That's the second one that got a little too close for comfort. I think the good Lord's trying to tell me something. Inside 2 minutes of play until halftime. Still no score. ICC and Pearl River. Jip with it, and that one's going to be poked out of bounds. It will stay with the Indians. I think both these teams right here just would love to watch that final 1:35 on the clock melt away quickly. As Kyle, you mentioned it, you tell right now both these teams are just, they're tired. They've been on the pitch, and they've put forward a lot of energy here on a very hot day. That ball sent back across the middle. Mario breaks it up, fires, and a beautiful save.
And that's what fatigue does. And the defender did not jump high enough, and it caught him lacking. Gave ICC their first really big chance of the game besides that header earlier.
Beautiful job there by Francis to find that one, as that was just, using a golf term, a worm burner. That was a rocket off the foot of the Indians that time, and ICC just couldn't find the back of the net. Ball goes out of bounds. ICC will have the throw in. We're inside a minute to play now until halftime. Now the Indians with it, and this is going to be cleared out again. Oh, they're actually going to say it's last touch by ICC.
Came off the bottom of his foot.
So
Or the top of his foot, sorry.
Came off his foot there, so now ICC's got to regroup and get back here defensively. 20 seconds to go. Wildcats with it. That was just unfortunate where the ball hit that young man that time, as it's sent ahead, and Pearl River with it now. 6 seconds. ICC is going to clear this one out, and that should do it for the first half of play as we get set here for our halftime show. Kyle, before we take a break, get your thoughts here on the first half.
It started off a little back and forth, but both teams really grew into the game. We had a little bit of Pearl River really taking it to ICC, but they came back in for the end of it, and it's been looking good for both sides so far.
We're going to step away, hear a few words from our sponsors, and come back with a performance from the ICC All-American Band, as we'll be back with the second half. No score here at halftime between ICC and number 5, Pearl River.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not gonna believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah? Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
The high-tech touch.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not gonna believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah? Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
Itawamba Community College is proud to present to you the 2019 ICC All-American Marching Band. We are thrilled to perform for you this year's program, The Evolution of Gaming, featuring music from some of the most popular video games of our time. We open our program this evening with the music from the 1980 Atari game, Space Invaders. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the ICC All-American Marching Band. And now, the 91 Sega game, Sonic the Hedgehog, featuring Parasia Dunlap. Program continues with the music from the 1992 video game Mortal Kombat, featuring our percussion. Next, we bring you the music from the 2001 video game Halo, featuring our low brass. We close our program this evening with the 2003 video game Call of Duty, featuring Jeremiah Etheridge. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 ICC All-American Marching Band!
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the second half of play. Adam Goring, Kyle Traylor, here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. If you would like to support ICC's men's soccer team, you can do so through the Indian Club. Visit letsgoicc.com. You'll see the link there in the middle of the page. And if you enjoyed today's broadcast, would like to support the sports information crew, you can do there as well through the Indian Club. Real quick, got some few shout outs we want to give here on Twitter. We did see Mike Sullivan tuned in. He says, I'm watching for sure. It's a big game for the boys. He is a big Roll Tribe there. We've got Lisa Knowles watching from Burnley, England, parents of Owen Anthorp. And then Miss Tracy Jip, excuse me. Billy's going to come up here and whoop me. Tracy Jip is watching here as well. So we do appreciate everyone that's tuning in. And a special hello to those that are watching in favor of Pearl River this afternoon as well. So Pearl River will have the ball to start the second half. And Kyle, you kind of had time to think about it at halftime. What kind of adjustments would you like to see out of the Indians here in the second half?
Yeah, actually, one of my friends texted me. I guess he's watching. Shout out Hollis Gaines if you're watching.
There you go.
He pointed out, which I agree with, the midfield for ICC has been very non-existent so far. If we could look to somehow just play more in the middle and take advantage of that, it would really help a lot.
Well, that's where ICC goes right on the attack here. Here's an opportunity and a great job clearing that one out there by Pearl River. So right on cue, you saw it there as they did get the ball back in the middle and had an opportunity. Well, I tell you what, ICC had opportunities early in the first half. Pearl River had some really good opportunities later in the first half. ICC made some beautiful saves and some great defensive plays to keep things scoreless here in the first half. And this is what we come to expect when we get ICC and Pearl River getting together here on the pitch. Pearl River coming in their first game of the season, ICC 1-0 after an impressive dominating win over East Central in the rain to open the season. Pearl River, the number 5 team in the country.
Finishing is something that will make or break a team, because you can't win games without scoring, and you're not going to get a lot of help if you don't finish those chances.
So the Indians are going to reset this one through the keeper, Mahan, who had 2 great saves there in the first half. Of course, we'll have some replays available for you on our YouTube channel, on the highlights there.
He's really saved the Indians so far, which so has Pearl River's goalie. We can't leave him out on it as well. He's played great as well.
Well, great job there by that back line of the Wildcats to force the Indians to retreat all the way back into the second half of the pitch. And they're going to say play on here. ICC with a chance on the wing, goes back across the middle.
And like I said earlier, that midfield has already started to flow a lot more than it did last half. They've gone through it a lot more, and that's what happens when you use your midfield.
Nice job there breaking that one up by the Wildcats. Forces the Indians for another corner opportunity here, and really got to make these things dangerous. As we've already seen, goals are going to be few and far in between here in this type of match. This is Anforth. Sends that one ahead. Oh, good job. But again, Pearl River's defense just taking away the opportunity from the Indians.
They're really trying to use Nicholson right here on this corner. He's probably the biggest person on the pitch right now. So really want to find his head.
And so the ball will go out of bounds. They're going to grab it again. So basically just a redo on that corner opportunity here for ICC. This one sent ahead and didn't get too good of a foot on it. This one sent forward and
do it again.
Do it all over again. I like it there. Good effort by the Indians. Didn't quite get the ideal touch on the kick coming in there, but was able to adjust and deflect it off a Pearl River player to basically say, well, we'll do it again.
This is where it becomes dangerous. Third time is the charm is what they say, and this is going to be ICC's third chance on a corner, and they have been very good on corners so far this game.
Talked about the parents of Owen watching right now. They would love to see a good one off his foot here to give the Indians the first goal of the match. Going to go back post too far. Shot from distance, deflected away. Third time off the deflection, and Pearl River eventually clears that one out. Indians with it now. That ball's going to go forward, and it's going to be a scramble for it. And
I don't know.
Tough there, and one of those the official calls the push on the Indians, so it'll go back to Pearl River now. Got the clock rolling. It's about a second off from the game clock. Appreciate Dylan looking out for me that one on the first half. He was letting me know it wasn't running, and I'll be honest with you, I forgot to hit it when the game started, and I looked up. It was about 12 minutes into the match, and it's like there's no way I'm catching the clock up that way. So again, Pearl River, much like we saw in the first half, being very patient, trying to find an opportunity or find the hole in the defense that the Indians give them.
Indians are doing a great job at pressing like they did for parts of the first half. They didn't do it the complete time, but so far they've started. That was a little bit of a sharp pull there that they missed, but Indians still have the ball, so I guess it's not a big deal.
Yeah, they say play on in that situation. Now the Indians with it on the wing here. An opportunity for ICC. But good job there by Pearl River to take it away, clear it out of bounds, and allow the defense to reset. That was Ladner coming up and making the play here for the Wildcats. Again, we do want to remind you, tomorrow there'll be soccer action here, but ICC will not be involved. Mineral Area coming to town, and Pearl River will take them on here. Unfortunately, due to other scheduling conflicts, we will not be able to broadcast those games for you Pearl River fans. And then Sunday, as always, when we talk about our broadcast here in soccer, weather permitting, we'll have the ICC and Mineral Area matches coming your way on Sunday. So you'll want to be sure and check those out. We do invite you to visit letsgoicc.com to keep up with everything going on, and on Twitter at letsgoicc. This one sent ahead over the middle. Pearl River digs that one out, but then just kind of whiffs on the swing. ICC returns the favor, but somehow it pokes forward, and then Pearl River cleans it up. So scramble for it now, and it's a dangerous opportunity here. 2v1, ICC trying to get back, and the shot, and it's going to find its way in. Well, that time the ball just took a favorable bounce, found a 2v1 opportunity for Pearl River, and they were able to stick that one in the back of the net. And unfortunately for the Indians, that one finds the back of the net, and Pearl River takes a 1-0 advantage.
Like I said earlier, those you got to take your chances, and Pearl River took their chance there.
And it's kind of what we were alluding to in that first half, or in your first half thoughts as well. It was going to be one of those situations where eventually something like that was going to give. And for Pearl River fans, they were happy to see that one going the way of the Wildcats. 1-0 now is the score. Indians got to find a way to get this one back. So now ICC with it, trying to go on the attack, sends this one deep. Pearl River takes it away. And now Pearl River with it on the attack on the outside, far side of the pitch. Turns, squares, puts it forward, and ICC breaks that one up. Nice job there. I believe that was Ethan Scott that cleaned that one up for the Indians.
Pearl River is attacking with a lot more confidence now that they got that first goal.
And a lot of pushing and shoving going on there. That one's going to be called against the Wildcats. But yeah, you can kind of just tell Pearl River a little extra pep in their step here, especially after finally finding that first goal of the match. And then there's Pearl River taking that one away. Another dangerous opportunity coming up here for the Wildcats. And great job there by the Indians to take that one away. Pearl River, scrappy, gets it right back, comes near side of the pitch. Wants to go out wide with it. Doesn't have anything, so they're going to swing it back out to survey the defense. Squeezes this one ahead, quickly pops it back outside. Looking to go back post, and a lot of traffic there, and that one was scooped up in the last second. I like that play by Pearl River. Didn't really get ahead on the ball, but what they did was get a lot of bodies in front of Mahan that time and made it difficult on him to find the ball until it was the last second. Well, right now, looks like the ball has a maroon and gold magnet in it as it's going to the Pearl River players almost off every touch for the Indians right now. So ICC, they need to settle down a little bit and get back in their game and see if they can find a way to find the equalizer here. Trailing 1-0, coming up on 36 minutes to play.
Still plenty of time to play in this game, and if ICC can get their stuff together, then 1-0 is not going to be enough.
Well, one thing you're starting to see Pearl River do a lot of, we get some substitutions in here for the Wildcats. They're starting to put a lot more pressure on Mahan each time he gets the ball, and that's the second time today we've seen him have to rush a touch that's went out of bounds. So it's going to be one of those, if you're Mahan, just kind of be aware of that going forward and make a quicker decision before allowing the defense to be able to get to you.
Pressure can be a killer, and so far,
the
second half, Pearl River has done it better than ICC, and we'll just have to adjust to that. That's a nice throw in the box.
Deep throw, and ICC tries to clear it out. And are we going to call a high kick here, or actually going to call for stoppage? Don't know. We may have had guys kind of
head injury.
Yep, headbutt each other that time.
That's the second time for Nicholson today.
Eek. I tell you, I'm in favor of this. I'm somebody that's had multiple concussions in life, and some of them starting to catch up to me in the old memory department. So I don't mind them at all. Paying a little extra attention to these situations here. So now the ball will be put back in play with ICC trailing this one 1-0. Indians trying to find that equalizer. Oh,
it's a nice ball over the top.
Trying to go forward with it, and then Pearl River's just going to send that one out of bounds, and it jumps.
Might hit my car. Yep, hit my car.
Oh, it got your vehicle. Well, the good thing is we do have an insurance agent at State Farm as a proud sponsor, Brennan Poland. So if your car ever gets hit by a random soccer ball flying through the air, Brandon would be glad to help you with your car insurance down at State Farm here in Fulton.
That's a loose ball.
Indians get it back now. They're going to strike from distance, and that one too tall. Well, right now the break's kind of beating the boys on that loose ball. It was a good opportunity there, but just took a Pearl River bounce, and ICC couldn't quite get squared up on it to get a strike at the frame.
That happens a lot in those spots. Sometimes you feel a little rushed and just get under the ball too much, and it soars.
So 1-0 is your score. Number 5, Pearl River with the lead. We've got Owen's brother watching from England saying, come on, lads. Trying to rally the Indians here. So this one sent over the top. Oh, beautiful touch as Pearl River with it here on the near side. Trying to quickly get something going. ICC gets back nice defensively. That ball poked out, and a good job there. That was number 24. Owen right on cue as his brother hits us up, comes in and makes a great defensive play that it gets the ball back to the Indians. That ball's going to be bounced away. Unfortunate hop and a pushing foul's going to be called here on the Indians. And now this is a dangerous opportunity here for Pearl River. They're already leading this one 1-0. This is a dangerous spot to strike from here. One, you can put one on frame. Two, you can get one off the deflection. A lot of options you can do from this part of the field.
It'd be a lot harder shot, though. I'll see this one going in towards someone like that. Yep.
As the Indians clear that one out, ball deflected away. Good job by the Indians to get in traffic. And now ICC just clears this one back to midfield. Pearl River able to find it. Still loose on the pitch, and ICC will let it settle. Now they leave this one forward and forth. Squeezes this one ahead.
Gonna find Mario.
Mario with it now, trying to go on and get it. Gets it to stop. Looks to go for the cross on the far side. Beautiful cross there. Strikes, and just could not find that one.
Right off the crossbar.
A beautiful opportunity there, and a great job. What a touch across that time. Got a nice strike on the ball, but as you said, the post unkind here in Fulton, and you see that a lot of times. That they're round, but a lot of times the bounces are almost like they're squared off somehow on the post here, and just an unlucky break there from the Indians.
That's what ICC needs to see more of. It was a beautiful switch, beautiful touch, and the connection was really nice.
So that ball goes out of bounds, and ICC will have it back now, trailing 1-0 here, coming up on 31 minutes of play in regulation. Mario had it, goes between his legs, and I'll tell you one thing that's been very impressive by Pearl River defensively is when the ball does come into play, especially on those throw-ins like that, as soon as the ICC goes to whoever they're going to, there's 2-3 bodies around them at every time. So they're going to let this one roll back. Mahan will quickly get it back in play. Scott with it. Trying to go forward with it. That's going to be off the head of the Pearl River defender. Now, one thing that is going to be tough for Pearl River here, and it's always been a home field advantage, so if you win the toss, you want to get the ball in the second half so that way you can pick which end you defend. And for the keeper, as the sun continues to set here, anything that's attacked on the right side, you're basically looking right into that sun.
You can see it now. He's having to shield his eyes.
So ICC needs to try to take advantage of that here as they get set to throw this one in. Pearl River not giving them anything easy here. So they just have to dump it short, then go right back to the inbounder, but Pearl River there takes it away. More aggressive defensive play by Pearl River. And the Wildcats now trying to get out and see if they can get numbers on the other end. They leave it out wide. Thought about the strike, now steps into it and finds the back of the goal.
Deadly counterattack right there.
And you said it there. That was a good counterattack there by Pearl River, as now they go up 2-0, and now the Indians have to find an answer. Still a lot of time to play. But the Indians need to put something on frame, make something dangerous, see if they can't cut this in half. But, Kyle, as you said, that was just a beautiful, beautiful transition there by the Wildcats. So substitution sneaking in here for both teams as we get set to reset here. ICC now trailing 2-0. Both these goals coming in the second half. So now Pearl River will have it and control it. And we've got a
offside
foul whistled here. And don't like it's going to be a card, just a explanation of why the whistle was blown there. I like that. Because like you said, nothing just malicious on that play. And the official taking a chance to warn him and be like, hey, this is what we're doing. And the good thing that is, on this level, it's a good way to keep the match in check. So Pearl River with it. Trying to go out wide. There's Mario to take it away. Tries to head it forward, but Pearl River in the right spot at the right time to get it back. And then ICC comes back and gets it. The ball just wouldn't go with him that time. Good effort on the part of Mario, but the ball just kind of sat still on him. This ball goes out of bounds, back to ICC. Well, no reason to hit the panic button just yet if you're ICC, but you do need some good possessions, as that was a lucky break there for the Indians as the Wildcat player slipped down trying to get forward on that ball.
That's going to find Mario.
That's a beautiful one there. Mario with it now on a one-on-one opportunity here. Defense gets back nicely for Wildcats, and he swings on it, but just couldn't get on top of the ball there. Boy, don't you know that's one that Shaken would love to have back. We talked about that in the first half. He had a chance at a good strike on the ball, couldn't get a solid foot onto it, and his foot failed him on that one there, just trying to rush it a little bit. Couldn't get that plant foot to stay solid for him.
And that's been the difference today. Pearl River has taken their chances in the second half, and ICC just has not.
That ball sent ahead is going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Wildcats. Coming up inside now, 28 minutes left to play here in regulation. 2-0 is your score. We do want to take a chance to remind you of Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you, and they are a proud sponsor of ICC Soccer here on the ICC Sports Network. Visit RenaissanceBank.com. If you're a fan of those SEC shorts you see a lot on television, you can visit RenaissanceNation.com. See a lot of great, funny videos. Renaissance doing a great job there and a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. So corner opportunity coming up here for the Wildcats. They send it in, and a nice job there as the keeper comes up, slides on it. It goes out of bounds, and I'm actually going to say it's going to be ICC ball here. I don't know if they might have called.
It might have been a foul.
A foul, some interference on the keeper, or not on the keeper, but interfering with the keeper. And ICC is going to get in some substitutions here. This is going to be Sanders back into the contest along with Jones. So, Kyle, I'm going to put the coaching shoes back on you again now. We've got coming up on 25 minutes to play here shortly as both teams getting in some substitutions. For the Indians, they've made their adjustments, but they find themselves down 2-0. What would you like to see out of the Indians here?
They just need to get their passing down. They've been very bad at just connecting with each other, and it's been very sloppy like you see right now. They give the ball away, and then they just find themselves losing the ball to Pearl River, who have been very, very good at passing and finding each other with 1-2s and just balls over like you saw right there. When they were unlucky they didn't get a shot off. But that's just what Pearl River has done better, and we just haven't seen the midfield anymore. They made that good run to start, and since then they just haven't used their midfield anymore.
Well, here comes the Indians. Smart play there by the keeper, recognizing that his defense had gotten beat by a step there, as ball bouncing around. That one will officially settle in the drink across the way. But a good job by the keeper from Pearl River to recognize that his defense had been beaten, come up, and was the only play on the ball, or that could have been a 1v1 opportunity for the Indians. Now they squeeze this one ahead. Jones trying to get to it, taken away. Nice job defensively there by Pearl River to take away the angle of attack from the Indians. And they clear this one back. Ball's just pinballing around right now as sent ahead now. This is going to be Jones at his feet, leads it forward. Opportunity here, but another smart decision by Francis. Boy, he's made two really good, quick defensive decisions on the last two possessions by the Indians. That's another one that if he doesn't make that play, the Indians probably put that one in the back of the net.
Pearl River defense has fallen asleep a little bit here lately, but ICC just has to take advantage of that, and they haven't so far.
So Pearl River with it now. They're going to go back and reset. With it now at midfield. That one goes ahead, kind of just sneaks its way through the legs of the Pearl River player. ICC tries to send this one ahead, but it's going to go out of bounds. And I believe we're probably going to have that water break, and that is going to be the case here. Timeout on the field. We're going to take the timeout with them. Pearl River, they lead it 2-0. ICC trying to find some answers here. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
So when are you gonna give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech touch.
And welcome back out of the timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0, your score here. Number 5, Pearl River getting a couple of goals here in the second half to go up. And ICC, as we said, not necessarily, you got to hit the panic button yet. But with 24 minutes and some change to go here, would love to see a goal find its way to the back of the net in a hurry here, Kyle.
Yeah, it has looked pretty dull from ICC so far. They've had one or two chances, but besides those few corners we saw, it just hasn't been much.
So the referee trying to get everything fired up and in play, and we're ready to go. And there's the Indians trying to take it away, and mad scramble for the ball near the midfield, and Pearl River lets it settle, and they go back with it and set it up. Near side, trying to go over the top. And they're going to call him offside. That was close. That was really close. One of those that, if you're an Indian fan, a sigh of relief, because that one could have been a really good opportunity there for Pearl River. And now they take it away on the other end. Got to value the touches and the possessions here if you're the Indians. Pearl River keeps it on their side. ICC trying to give it a chase. Does so. I believe that's Franco that sends that one out of bounds. Is going to allow the defense to reset.
It's Brian Romero.
Okay, Romero, thank you. Well, as we mentioned, absolute beautiful day for soccer. Welcoming those that are watching in favor of the Indians, and a special hello to those that are watching, cheering on Pearl River this afternoon. I'm pretty sure we've got some other eyes of interest throughout the league watching right now.
You can definitely tell Vogel has got them to start pressing a lot more now. They're not sitting back as much as they were earlier in the half.
Pearl River tries to go take the top off of it that time. ICC gets back and forces them to retreat towards midfield. This one's sent ahead. And they're going to say he was offside again. So ICC is... They've just got to take advantage of these opportunities. That's rare mental mistake that we've seen by Pearl River today. Indians, however, have not been able to cash in on those. And just another one of those touches that carried too far, and Pearl River easily retaking control of the ball.
There hasn't been much build-up anymore from ICC. It's more of a just kick it to Jones or Sanders, and it hasn't really been working so far.
And Pearl River staying with that methodical style of play just to see what hole they can find in the defense as that one's broken up. Now touch right back in the middle. Pearl River trying to go to the far side with it.
Nice lofted ball.
Indians get back nicely and force them to the outside. There's a dangerous opportunity here. Just decides not to put a foot on it. Now sends it over the middle, just too tall. And the Indians need to clear that thing out, and they do. Boy, great opportunity there by Pearl River to be able to stick home that third goal in the match. And they stick this one looking to go back post. Not there, will go out of bounds, and will go back to the Indians.
And their build-up play has just been 10 times better than the Indians today. It's just a lot more fluid, and they're moving the ball a lot better than ICC so far, and that's been the big difference between these two teams today.
21 minutes to play now in the contest. ICC trailing 2-0 here. Our first broadcast of the season. I'm Adam Gore, joined by Kyle Traylor, a student here, one of our student workers in the ICC Sports Information Department. You'll be hearing his voice a good bit this year, and possibly sometimes whenever I can't make the matches, I might just hand him all my notes and everything and see how well he can read my writing. No, I'm kidding. As this one headed forward once again, and again, just Pearl River seems to just be in the right spot at the right time. Every time there's a loose ball, a ball going up the pitch, an opportunity to step in front of it or take it away, Pearl River's just been there today.
It's just been one of those days. Nothing much you can do about it usually, but the positioning has been great, and it's probably what's going to see them through.
And we'll have a substitution coming in here for Pearl River. This is going to be number 25, Minor, coming into the match. I believe this might be the first time. Well, they've got Minor listed as a goalkeeper, so that may not be 100% accurate there. And then 16 is DeCamp coming in. Either way it goes, Pearl River with the ball on the far side of the pitch. They'll have the throw in here, and they're up in this one 2-0 inside 20 minutes to play now. And you would think ICC trailing 2-0, they would be the aggressor, but that's not the case. It's been all Pearl River, as the Indians have been kind of on their heels and unable to get anything really going their way. And we got a foul whistled here. Not a bad foul on Pearl River.
Nope.
One thing it does allow your defense to get back and get set up. So the Indians with it, needing the goal in a big way to find a way to cut this one in half. Time not an issue, but it's starting to become one. Then there's Pearl River again. You've talked about how aggressive they've been defensively. They have not changed that mentality, and it's worked well today as it's caused the Indians to have a lot of turnovers and really unforced errors in this match.
There you go.
And there's a loose ball, but it finds its way to the feet of Pearl River again. That was kind of what we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Just a magnet for the maroon and gold today. Now they're going to go out wide with it, trying to square up. Indians come in, makes a beautiful play on the ball to take that one away. That was Thomas. But then again, right back it goes to Pearl River. Tries to go with the shot. It's going to be deflected out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Indians. Another substitution coming into the match here. This is going to be number 3, Peyton Ladner. These substitutions being brought to you by Bank Okolona. John Harrod and all the great folks out there. Been a long-time sponsor for ICC Athletics. We appreciate John and the rest of the crew out at the Bank Okolona. The reason why I stutter on that is they've recently gone through a rebranding. They used to be the Bank of Okolona, but it's the same great service that you've come to expect over the years out at the Bank Okolona. So the 5th time the ball has found its way into the drink today, as it'll be a corner kick coming up here for Pearl River. ICC has got to be careful here, Kyle. 2-0, yeah, you're still in it, but you look up, see 3-0, just mentally kind of just checks you out a little bit.
They have been great on corners so far this weekend, or today, sorry. As we'll see there, they did clear it very well.
So now ICC will watch the ball track back to the keeper. And we talk about that. We talk about Francis. Francis, he made 2 great saves in that first half. If he doesn't make those, we're clearly tied right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take a look at across the way for ICC. Mahan has also made some great saves, but unfortunately has given up 2 goals as well. But Francis has been strong as sophomore keeper out of Poplarville. He's been strong for the Wildcats here all day. So the Indians trying to go over the top of it, and again, nobody there. Nearest white shirt, maybe 10 yards, 15.
It's been a glaring issue for the Indians today. You can't just boot it up the field against a good team like this. And as you can see on the scoreboard, it's 2-0, and it's clear to see why.
That ball goes out of bounds. Likely to be another corner kick coming up here for the Wildcats, as it was last touched by the Indians. Cagle Eye Center, another proud sponsor of today's action. The Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy, the Wesley Foundation here on campus, actually located right across the street from us, up the road a little bit. You got the ICC BSU. Davis Ford is located to our left. If you're looking for your next new or used automobile, go by and see Tab and all the folks out there at Davis Ford. You've got First American National Bank, Tommy Chamley. Tommy is usually at just about every ICC sporting event he can get to. And you also got Renaissance Bank. Boy, we've got mass substitutions. For ICC, I see Mario checking back in. You've got Kitchens, Franco, Purvis, and that, yep, that might be it. I think there was one more that I missed coming into the match. But ICC now trailing 2-0 inside 15 minutes to play. Indians have got to get something going here. And then again, there is Pearl River defensively taking it away. Ball deflects away, and boy, that almost turned into a golden opportunity and a nice save. Well, I tell you what, that ball, just the way it spun around so quickly when it was deflected off the player, it almost turned into a perfect striking opportunity for Pearl River, but then another nice save by Mahan that keeps this one at 2-0.
It's a really hard save to make. He got his whole foot on that ball.
And so it'll be a throw-in, basically a corner. As this one slung in there, trying to go to the backside, and ICC takes that one away. Indians got a counter here. This one's sent ahead. Pearl River breaks it up, and now the Indians send this one forward, and Pearl River once again right spot at the right time to take that one away and get the ball back on their side of the pitch. ICC holding their hand up, said it wanted an offside call, but instead the referee said play on. Ball pinballed around. Pearl River finds it now, sends it back over the middle. Indians not getting to the ball, and another nice save. Well, you can't leave your keeper hanging out to dry on that situation. Somebody's got to come up and challenge the shot there. They just kind of stood back and watched, and luckily Mahan was able to make the save.
Mahan is really keeping this ICC team in the game right now. They're falling asleep one too many times.
So another corner opportunity coming up here for Pearl River. This one sent high, looking for to go to the back post. The keeper actually fell in transition. Big break there from the Indians that they were able to get the ball out and clear it that time. Shakem was trying to find it, lost it in the sun that time, and Pearl River gets it back.
He just doesn't have any help also. You see, it's him against 4 defenders right now. He seems the only one to be up the pitch. So he just needs some help.
So now ICC trying to dribble this one ahead. And
oh
my
yellow
goodness.
card. Yep.
Just grabbed him by the back of the jersey and took him to the ground. And that will be a yellow issued there. I'm going to say this, just in thought, I'm up 2-0. That has been the best counter that we've seen out of ICC in the second half. As a coach, I'm not necessarily upset with that play.
That's what we call a good foul in soccer, and you can't really get mad at him unless you're on the ICC side.
Right. So it's one of those that kind of just took away a good opportunity there for the Indians, as that shot was sent wildly tall from distance, and Pearl River will get it back. Coming up on 11 minutes to play now. And I like this by Pearl River as well. They can take as much time as the referee's going to give them before they put the ball back into play. And up 2-0. Each second valuable in this one. And again, ICC tried to come up with it. Pearl River wins the battle. Now they're going to go out wide here near side, but just let him a little too far. It'll go out of bounds, and now ICC will get the ball back.
They're just getting a little bit tired. That's all that one is. Mid-season, he'll have that run down the line.
When the humidity drops a little bit, temperatures drop down a little bit, get a little bit better in-game conditioning, because you can run all day. But until you get in an actual game and get that adrenaline pumping, and it's just a different situation. So a foul there on Pearl River. ICC is going to flip-flop sides of the pitch. See the emblem there in the midfield. That's the first time we've had that. Grounds crew doing a great job of getting that one done. Is now ICC with it, leaves it across the middle. Jip goes over the middle, header too tall. I like the attack, though. First time we've seen the Indians be aggressive and move the ball with a good touch, or touch with purpose, I should say. And that time just couldn't quite get that one on frame.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you don't just boot the ball up the field.
Substitutions in here is going to be number 23, Jimenez, and number 19, Hopkins, for Pearl River. Again, Pearl River will be back in action tomorrow against Mineral Area. There'll be no broadcast for those two games. We do apologize for those Pearl River fans that were looking for that, but we just have too many irons in the fire right now to get ready for other seasons and unable to do that. But we will have ICC and Mineral Area coming your way on Sunday right back here on the Red Channel. As that ball goes out of bounds, it'll be a throw in here for the Indians. Well, ICC's got to work with purpose here. Cannot allow any seconds to tick off the clock. But again, just Indians can't quite find the touch, and Pearl River gets an easy turnover out of ICC. And then that's going to be a foul on the Indians. And Pearl River will send this one to the opposite side of the pitch. Again, this has been their style all day, and they're staying to it, and it's worked. They're up 2-0. They've done a good job of exploiting the Indians defensively at times. And now they're just going to reset it here. Up to midfield. ICC pokes that one away. Now the Indians. Boy, they didn't make this opportunity here a good one. Squeezes this one ahead. Out wide.
That's gonna be a penalty.
And
it's going to be a penalty.
Yep.
Nice movement from Mario there. Really got the keeper to dive in and a nice touch out the other way to draw that penalty. Like I said before at the beginning, he was very sneaky, and we saw it there.
We never saw an official give a signal to stop the clock, but we did stop it now. An opportunity here for the Indians, and this in there.
Well, was Billy right there.
Jip comes in and puts one home for the Indians, and just what the doctor ordered there for ICC. And ICC quickly gets the ball out of the back of the net. And so now it's 2-1. Different ball game now. And so we're getting mass substitutions flip-flopping in and out here for both teams.
I'd like to see what Pearl River's answer to that is going to be. A lot of teams like to sit back, but that can be dangerous as well.
Well, the referee put the ball in and he stopped it. And now we're ready to play. Right now, if you're ICC, you got a shot of life in your arm here. You got the goal, and it cuts the lead in half, 2-1. And now what can ICC do? Can they find a way to find the equalizer here in the remaining 7 minutes of this contest? Now the Indians with it. Nicely done there by Pearl River to defend that one away. And
ooh.
Good no call by the referee as both players going for the loose ball. Now here comes Pearl River on the counter, trying to go out wide with it. Tries to step into it, and it's just going to be deflected off. And I think more than anything, he was just trying to get a corner kick out of that situation because he wasn't able to get squared up for a solid shot on the goal, and that's going to be the case, and it will be a corner opportunity here for Pearl River. Substitutions into the match here for ICC. This is going to be number 6, and that is... Yep, coming back into the match. So a corner opportunity here for the Wildcats. Boy, they have had a lot of those today. That one's just going to be sent kind of a knuckleball into that wall.
They've just not had good corners today.
And really, truly, if you look at how Pearl River's played, that's kind of the only negative that you can say for the Wildcats have been the fact that the corners haven't been that good. See a little frustrations there as one of the Wildcat players kind of just accidentally, with quotation marks around it, ran into the ball and kicked it away from the ICC player. And good job by the referee to recognize that. And ICC and Pearl River player kind of shoved each other afterwards and ran away. So a good job of them not getting anything, and a good job by the official to recognize that and say play on. Coming up on 5 minutes to play here, ICC trailing this one, trying to find that equalizer. As this one's going to be sent out of bounds, last touched by the Wildcats. And we've got a break in the action. Looks like a player is down on the pitch here for the Wildcats. And I'm going to start seeing probably some cramping going on in this situation, especially in the heat of the day and first game of the year. And the player from Pearl River is saying he's okay, and referee's trying to get him to get a substitution in and out in this situation. And I think it's one of those situations, if there is a stoppage, you may have to make a substitution in this situation. ICC is getting in a sub here on their side as Holman will come back in. And they did make a substitution, but it wasn't the player that was shaken up on the play. It's a little sleight of hand there by the coach, perhaps. If you get away with it, hey, good job. That ball sent out of bounds. ICC will have it. There's about a 10-second difference between my clock and the game clock. For those that are watching, Indians send that one ahead. Nobody there as I don't know why all of a sudden I want to call him Meridian, but as Pearl River easily takes that one away, and then we're going to have a free kick coming up here for the Indians. Oh, big time opportunity here for ICC. If they can find a way to make this dangerous. And Kyle, one thing we were talking about is on that right side, and you see the keeper right now having to block that sun. It's just gotten extremely low here in Fulton.
And as I said earlier, we're going to see Malte on this one. He's the big German kid. Like I said, he has a strong leg. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes this ball right here.
So a chance to find the equalizer here for the Indians. 2-1 is the score. Inside 4 minutes to play now in the contest. Strike is going to go low and just mishit at that time. I think he was trying to see where the ball would go before he actually got a foot on it that time.
He just mishit that one a little bit. That's all that was.
So a tough break there for the Indians. As Pearl River now looking up, trying to maintain this 1-goal advantage here, leading 2-1 with 3:20 to go in the contest. Now this one squeezed ahead. Wildcats pushing this one out wide. Good opportunity here. ICC's got to get back, and they do so as they send that one out of bounds. But I tell you what, Pearl River still staying on that counter attack, and that was another good one there. Luckily for ICC, able to get back and break that one up.
They were a little shaky after that first goal, but they've really settled down now and look back to their normal selves.
So another corner opportunity coming up here. If you would like to sponsor our corner kicks, you would have gotten your money's worth already in this game alone. You can do so by calling 862-8240. That's my office number. No, excuse me. 8059 is my office number. I don't know whose office number I just gave you. Call it and find out. And so right now, Pearl River, they're going to try their best to keep the ball on this side of the pitch. Any opportunities they get to send it out and kind of eat some clock here, they're going to do so. ICC tries to get it quickly turned over, and not the play you're looking for there if you're Pearl River. You want to let that one settle and eat up some more time, but the turnover gives the ball back to ICC. Unfortunately for the Indians, though, they do not have a ball next to the frame, or next to the net, so they had to chase that one down, and a valuable 13 seconds run off the clock in that situation. As this one goes over the top and just a little too strong with it. As it's going to be deflected and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians, so it'll be a goal kick coming up here.
Purvis just did not do a good job at reading that ball.
And again, you see the gamesmanship of Pearl River, and that's what you got to do. That's what ICC would be doing right now, is taking every second the official allows them to take to get set up here, as we're coming up on a minute to play in the contest. This ball sent deep. And it's bouncing around. The Indians still sending this one forward, swinging a bit. Now ICC squeezes this one ahead. Opportunity here for Mario. Lets one guy slide, shoots, and it's saved. Man, what a big-time save there by Francis. Nice ball control by Mario. Just couldn't quite get a solid foot on it. And now ICC, 30 seconds to play, looking for the equalizer. Goes back post, too strong. Indians need to chase this one down, but Pearl River finds it. And we're going to have a whistle here. No, run. That's on me. I told you to stop it. I thought he gave a stop sign. So the officials will probably let this one run out in this situation here, and ICC is going to fall in an exciting season opener, 2-1 to the number 5 team in the country here to Pearl River. It's been a great match today, unfortunately for the Indians on the short side of things here. As we move into the Renaissance Bank post-game report, and Kyle, just give me your thoughts on the match today.
It was a hard-fought game by both sides. You can't really be upset with that outcome. Pearl River just played the ball better. They seem more in touch with each other. And this was a young ICC team today. I think there was only one sophomore in the starting 11. So it is a young team for ICC.
A great test for the Indians and a great test for Pearl River to open the season. They opened the season 1-0. ICC falls to 1-1 on the year. Be one of those you would figure this isn't going to, well, of course, obviously not going to be the last time these two teams meet. They'll meet again in the regular season inside conference play. But it's one of those situations, if you're the young Indian squad, if you want to beat the best, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And they saw where they sized up with a very good Pearl River squad this afternoon. And so now they know the work they need to do going forward. So for Raphael Henry, Lee Adams, and Kyle Traylor, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton. The Indians fall 2-1 here in their home opener against number 5 Pearl River. We'll be back in action on Sunday, weather pending, against Mineral Area, back here on the Red Channel. Have a great evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.